Hurry up for the tech news! Christmas is coming! I don't know what voice this is, but actually, like, Christmas is this weekend.
Hurry up, Santa!
This is insane! Epic Games is on the hook for an epic amount of money as they've agreed to cough up $520 million US, aka what Fortnite makes in 10 minutes, because of a Federal Trade Commission action centered around Fortnite. At issue was whether Epic misled minors, the young kind of minors, not,
ironically,
not pickaxe people, tricked them into making purchases in Fortnite as well as violated their privacy. Specifically, the FTC's complaint alleged that Fortnite used dark patterns to increase the chances players would buy something. Kind of like how it's usually a lot easier to hit accept all cookies on a website rather than to dig through a menu to reject them. $245 million will be going back to players as refunds, with the remainder going to the US government as a fine. And some of that money is gonna go to your child benefit tax, back to the kids again. Anyways, Fortnite will also no longer be allowed to use dark patterns, making life easier for all of us who don't feel like tapping on a screen more than once. But a real bummer for those of us who like using ominous buzzwords.
Dark patterns. Just fun to say.
So it's another week in which Elon Musk's misadventures with Twitter are taking center stage because another week has passed since Elon bought Twitter. A new policy announced over the weekend caused mass backlash and confusion, which is par for the course. The site was set to ban links to social media services other than Twitter. Whether this was a real attempt to ban spam and abuse or just a way to keep people from leaving is unclear. A few hours later, Elon seemed to loosen the policy to only suspend or ban accounts that appeared to be primarily on Twitter just to promote outside competition. Something that has probably been bothering Elon a lot more since he became only the second richest person in the world. Loser.
Not competing anymore.
Regardless, the news didn't sit well with most, as Elon then posted a poll as to whether he should step down, which he promised to abide by. Then the yes side won by a decisive margin, but it remains to be seen whether Elon will actually go back to just shooting rockets and cars and flames and anything else he feels like shooting. He's very wealthy. Or he could just renege on this like he did with his promise with the jet tracker guy,
Oh yeah, and everything else.
Who's gonna stop him? The fate of right to repair in one of the largest US states currently hangs in the balance as the Digital Fair Repair Act is currently, the DFRA, the DFRA, is currently sitting on the governor's desk in New York waiting to be signed. Although the bill passed the New York State House almost unanimously, it seems lobbying groups are trying to convince the governor to let the bill die.
What? No.
If passed, it would require tech companies to make repair instructions and spare parts available to everyone. That's right, even me, and I'm the worst. Utterly debased. And the bill is even more significant as it's the first in America to get through a state legislature. And I love saying legislature. It's the "chur" part that's fun.
Sure, dude.
Unsurprisingly, the lobbyists trying to prevent passage of the law are from industry trade groups representing the likes of Apple, Google, and Microsoft. And the bill will die if the governor doesn't act on it by early next year, which is fast approaching. As always, you've got to fight for your right to parts. Now it's time for the quick bits brought to you by Manscaped. Christmas is right around the corner, and their new Performance Package 4.0 will make a great gift. Shove it in your stocking. The Performance Package 4.0 includes their waterproof and cordless Lawnmower 4.0, their Weed Whacker ear and nose trimmer for tricky trimming, and their Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver for your deodorizing and hydration needs. Slide that down the chimney. You'll also get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs, conveniently foldable and stockingable. Don't wait, go to manscaped.com and use promo code TECH, T-E-C-H, for 20% off your order, plus free international shipping. Down under? To celebrate Quick Bits, here's the world's quickest caroling. Oh, Facebook Marketplace might be in trouble in Europe as the EU has told Meta, that's Facebook, that it's unfair and anti-competitive that the service is tied to the main Facebook app and site, giving them a huge leg up on rival classified ad services. This is crazy. Meta could be on the hook for 10% of its annual revenue, so don't expect too many deals on Oculus headsets across the pond. That's just a joke. There's no a tax that they put on. It looks like we have pricing for the next batch of Ryzen 7000 series processors. According to leak slides, the 7900 non-X will cost $429. The 7700 will set you back $329, while the 7600 will be available for $229. These CPUs are the non-X variants of models that are already out, so you can save a little bit of cash if your Christmas spending got slightly out of hand for someone who probably doesn't even care about you, or you could just not buy one and save even more money. And people still probably won't care about you. Binance is going to be buying the assets of crypto exchange Voyager for a cool $1 billion. That's real money. It's big news because Voyager had nearly 2 million users who were waiting around to find out what would happen to their crypto holdings, as FTX was supposed to buy Voyager before they went belly up. And Voyager itself is already bankrupt, so hopefully they didn't jump ship and land on a different sinking ship.
And then jump off that one and land in a volcano.
It's a big pile of ships.
Ships all the way down.
Google set a new record in search traffic on Sunday thanks to the World Cup final. Although it might not sound that surprising, as Argentina's win over France is already being considered one of the greatest matches ever, it's easy to forget that Google search has been in use for 25 years. Of course, internet usage has exploded in the same duration, but it's comforting knowledge that Google search didn't break under the load of all that searching, or when collecting all of those people's data. And if you have a Corsair K100 keyboard, you might have noticed some weird behavior recently when the board randomly spit out text the user had already typed days or weeks prior. Users quickly became concerned about the possibility of keyloggers or malware, or becoming Guy Pearce from Memento. But Corsair has said it's probably a bug related to the macro recording feature of the keyboard. But while we wait for a fix, cross your fingers, no one is over your shoulder when your PC regurgitates some questionable late night text.
I was talking about key switch lube. Key switches.
But there's nothing questionable about tuning back in on Wednesday for more tech news, huh? Don't ask me questions, I can't hear them. You can yell at the TV, but Christmas
Changes nothing.
Christmas is coming all the same.